Taurus, welcome to your in-depth yours and theirs reading. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. As you see, I'm feeling much more like myself. Having gotten through some of the noisier, things, we have distressed a little bit, and we're feeling much more back to normal, thankfully. As you will note as well, the comments are back on, okay? And then also, talking about feeling better, feeling good, I hope you are too. Do you know why? The big news in astrology. What happened on May 16th, I believe, some of you know, but Jupiter entered Taurus and will be in your sign for the next year or so. Highly advantageous if you have Taurus in your sun, moon, rising. What does that mean? So those things that you are known for: steady, careful, planning, building, dedication, prosperity, security, wealth, fortitude, all those good things, your stoicism, all that. That's all there. It's just amplified by Jupiter. So Jupiter moves much faster and kind of says, yeah, all that stuff about Taurus, and pushes things through faster for you. So you might notice a natural fluidity, things just kind of falling into place. The kind of rickety plans that have been tough to come together over the past 6 months, years or so, you might start seeing an ease in that particular energy. You might notice payouts are coming in faster than you typically do, and then lots of pockets of luck for Taurus over the next year, particularly, again, in your strength areas such as prosperity, diligence, hard work, all that good stuff. I hope that is true for you. I hope you feel that energy and it's just smooth for you. Okay, let's get into it. Yours and theirs, yeah? Like always, 3 basic rules. Take what resonates. Leave what does not. Reverse energies as it applies. Comments are now back open. I do believe in sharing, but the idea is sharing with positivity, not with negativity. That defeats the purpose. All right? And do keep in mind, I get this question a lot. With yours and theirs, does there have to be a significant other? No, not at all. It's anyone whom you have a relationship with that sounds like I'm describing. That could be family, that could be friend, that could be co-worker. Okay? So no, it does not have to be a significant other. Is it love-focused? Yes. But again, it could apply to any relationship. There you go. Show me. Show me Taurus in their person. Show me Taurus in their person. Show me Taurus in their person. We're going to start by building your baseline. Show me Taurus in their person, please. Show me Taurus in their person, please. For you. Ace of Wands. Page of Cups. The Fool. That's beautiful. I'm so happy for you. I think I should retire right now. This very second. 3 minutes, 13 seconds. I'm retired. I'm retired. Thank you so much. It's all been so fun. It's all been so fun. It's been so lovely. Everybody, thank you so much for your support of the channel at Sassy Scorpion Tarot. I don't know if hell just froze over. Taurus just got a lovely, positive reading. We're going to stop right here. I want to say congratulations to you all. It has been a wonderful ride. I'm going to officially retire. Taurus got a positive reading. Like, my heart's beating so fast. Okay, you guys, we're going to stop right there. You take care. You did it. Peace. No, but seriously though, can you imagine? Yes, we are feeling that Jupiter energy, honey. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't care what I see at this point. Bye. Peace be with you. Have fun. You go out there. You have your adventures, baby. You got it. You got it. You got it. You're good to go. Don't look back. Rock on. This is you. Okay? This is you. Go. Go. Peace be with you. Bye. This is great. Taurus. Yes. I have been waiting for this day. I don't care. I don't care what I see for that. I don't care what I see for that. I don't care what I see for that. I don't care. This is... I know, I'm not trying to be dramatic, honey, but have you been around the channel? Have you been around the channel, honey? You know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's like, what? It's not negative? You got a snack in your hand right now, I promise. It's not negative? No, it's not. Oh, I'm nervous. I don't want to keep going. I don't want to break the mojo. So that's Ace of Wands. That's beautiful. Now, I see Ace of Wands for you all the time. But you kind of have, again, that Taurian temperance that says, hey, Ace of Wands isn't convenient, Christina. We're gonna let that ride in the background noise. I don't think you're doing that this time. It's kind of like, you know what? I'm going to bring that energy forward. Why not? Jupiter's in Taurus. Yeah. Page of Cups, keeping your heart space open to new endeavors, new energy. Fresh. Honey, you got fresh written all over you. I love it. Oh, the Fool, stop it. Oh, I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I can't handle this Taurian energy right now. It's too sexy. It's too bright. I can't. What is going on? Oh, I love it. I don't want to see anybody else. I don't want to see anything else. Can we stop? Go treat yourself to something, honey. Look at that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, I see why you're open to new. So let's take that, just address that right away. I have someone here who says they have a strong heart for you. With the Chariot, could literally be Cancer, does not have to be. They say they have a strong heart towards you, but it's riddled with fear, 9 of Swords, stress, anxiety. They're telling me that they're holding on to your energy, 4 of Pentacles. They don't know how to let you go, but they don't know how to engage with you in a way that says my heart can move forward without being impeded. There is a stress surrounding their energy because there is within them this context of I want to move forward. Now, the Chariot can be very confusing in that respect. It is often our strongest indicator of wanting to move towards someone or moving on. They're kind of in that stuck place of damned if I do, damned if I don't. I should probably move on from holding on to Taurus, but I'm not ready. Or I'd like to move forward to Taurus and do something about this energy, but I also can't do that either. So that's unfortunate. You seem to be blasting yourself wide open towards new without judgment, without holding yourself back, without you doing anything that's classically you hanging up on yourself or just allowing yourself to be open and spiritually free. It's so gorgeous, honey. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well done. I love this. It's very singular. It's very individual. You are consulting thyself and only thyself about your interests, your wants, your desires to open up. You have a very strong desire to open up in a way that's beautiful. It's bright. It's bold. It is apparent. People can see you under a certain light. They can experience you under a certain light. You're attracting not because you're looking to gain something, but you're attracting just by your energy being so beautiful and bold at this time. You just look so open and free, and I am my own decision maker. I'm the one who dictates how my energy is spent. I am the one who is looking to be open and to try new things. You got a strong, hot streak of passion in you, and you have this thing of fresh. The Fool. It's just gorgeous, honey. I'm just radiating in this. It's just delicious. And then some sadness here and some frustration. I do not know who this is. We will try to clarify further. But they have a hard time letting you go or moving on or moving towards you in any direction. Seems to be difficult for them. You're kind of like Elvis has left the building, but it's because you're Elvis. You know you can open up your life and open up your energy. You don't need anyone's permission, right? You're a rock star. That's kind of where you are. And this person showing difficulty, the Lovers, 9 of Pentacles, death, whoa. Judgment, it was your decision. I agree. And so it was. It was likely a long time coming, whatever this was. Judgment, you are under a spiritual process right now. You're trying to literally open yourself up to something higher than yourself. It's a spiritual calling. You can't fake that kind of energy. It either is or it isn't. It is still judgment under your decision. So it looks to me like you've been presented something energetically speaking that opens you up. It is a calling, and you can either A, ignore it, or B, allow yourself to open up towards it. Something about you says the timing is nigh. The timing is now. Taurus, the timing is now. And you seem to be honoring that. It looks like... It looks like you're gravitating elsewhere. Okay. This is a bit tricky. I'm going to have to clarify it as I have 2 majors and what looks like a 9 of Pentacles in between that. Between the Lovers and death. Gemini, Scorpio energy does not have to be. Cancer, as I've already mentioned. I'm seeing more singular, but with a desire in you. In other words, these are my desires, and that means something else has to go or be executed in a different way. You see what I'm saying? I see you consciously making the decision to open of your own free will, beautiful free will, but also experienced realistic 3D world free will. So there's what we feel spiritually. And there's us in reality. You're showing me par for course, your energy as well as your 3D world in alignment. This is of my own decision making. I have experience behind me that suggests I can do this. And it looks like you're wanting to gravitate towards a strong connection here with the Lovers, and that requires some sort of sacrifice. But again, the idea is transformation. Where we close one door, we open another. It's not that we lose, it's what we gain. And a lot of people have a hard time distinguishing between the two. Okay, so in that effort for you to open up under such brilliant new energy, there's something in here that calls to you at a different level, at a spiritual level. Something here about the sacrifice had to be made, and understanding that. So it's never truly an ending. It's always best thought of as a beginning. You cannot have one without the other. You cannot have a beginning without endings. Okay, and that's where life often gets compared to chess. In order to win chess, you have to be prepared to make many, many sacrifices. Most of them are not comfortable, and they require a great deal of mental energy and understanding. Yes, we want to keep some things, but will they serve us later in life? If not, okay, how do I let it go to achieve the greater goal? And there's something in this process that you are exuding that very same kind of understanding, and it's quite strong, and it looks both simple in nature, but with a higher end goal in mind. Okay? Oh, but of course, I still don't quite know who that is. It's not my direct neighbor. I believe it's on the row after that. He's really terribly fond of his power saw. I can't help but wonder, what is that project? What is that project? Will it ever have an end? I don't know. He seems to really favor that power saw, though. It's not Bob. I wouldn't want to see Bob with the power saw. I wouldn't want to see Bob with the power saw. Let's put it that way. All right, let's get to it. Now, is your energy perfect? On paper, it looks gorgeous. Okay, we have to work to get there. But I will say this all the time, no one's perfect. I'm about to show that to you upon clarification. We're still humans. We make powerful decisions and it shows. But where we're coming from and why kind of tells us, okay, this is my real humanness, and this is how I've best decided to serve my life. Okay, so my point is, upon clarification, I will see difficult things, I will see the back and forth, I will see the twisting and the turning, absolutely. But your baseline is gorgeous. Where should we start, please? Okay. We're going to start with judgment first. Show me judgment, please, for Taurus. Show me judgment, please, for Taurus. Yes. Four of Wands for some of you. Relationship energy, gravitating towards it. Marriage, contracts, exiting one, trying to enter one. Okay, don't quite know yet. But for some of you, that is confirmation. Show me judgment, please. Show me judgment, please. And Taurus's overview. Show me judgment, please. Show me judgment, please. Show me judgment, please. Let's do one more. Show me judgment, please. The Hanged Man, you put off this decision for a long time. King of Cups, Five of Swords, it was done from a manipulative place. And by that I mean it was self-sabotaging. There's a decision in you that you put off for a long time. It's looking like this has been an option for you for a while. It has been a spiritual lesson for you for a while. I just now see you triggering it. So with the Hanged Man, this was a judgment call that was always with you. Whatever this is, okay? This judgment call, this lesson, this calling, you put it off as long as conceivably possible. Hanged Man. And you did so because you said the feelings were what they were, or the feelings are correct, or I still have love for this situation, or my reasoning for delaying has to do with love reasons, and this was a lie. Okay. Five of Swords. So this was kind of a hefty self-sabotaging principle in that it was with you for a very long time. And we used whatever feelings we had to justify our decision to stay or give ourselves to it or keep our energy in it or to keep the circumstances going. Whatever it was, you had to lie to yourself in order to do it. Okay? And that's never a good thing, but we all experience this in some form. I'm only concerned that you're showing me such a fair amount of time attached to it. You were selling a lie to yourself in your heart. That whatever this is, it's not a decision to make, and I absolutely feel that that's true. It's not a decision I have to make or confront myself with. And that was a lie. The point is, you seem to be addressing it now. I just know in your overview, it's kind of like saying, Dear Taurus, time's up. It's time to look at this. And you've done a good job of using your heart to justify delaying this. I don't have to look at it. I don't feel that way at all. We now know the opposite is true. So that takes work. That didn't happen overnight to dismantle that kind of energy. No, no, no. It takes practice. It's you get chipped away a little bit every day at, okay, in regards to why do I feel a certain way, and it might be I have a sneaking suspicion that the opposite is true. You know what? No, 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 no. That's inconvenient. We're not going to look at that. So we've been doing this for a while, and we're looking at a context of years. Okay? What that is, I don't know, but you directly use your heart, which is huge. The King Cups, you can't get a fuller heart space than that. So you'll know you have a huge heart space, honey. I never doubt that. Every time I see it, I never question it. You know, but you were using your heart against you. I don't really feel that way about this situation. I really don't feel like there is a decision to make. There's nothing I'm delaying. There's nothing that I want to do. There's nothing that I want to change. And that was coming from a place, again, of self-sabotage. So it gave you an intentional delay tactic. So I'm thinking what I'm seeing now is a Taurus who is moving past that. All right, let's see you at the individual level, please. Show me the Ace of Wands. Show me the Ace of Wands, please. Show me the Ace of Wands, please. Show me the Ace of Wands, please, for Taurus. Show me the Ace of Wands, please. 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 No, as I said, we're not perfect. There's the humanness in you right there, you know? And it's over judgment. It's something you had to experience, honey. That's the way it is. It's something you had to experience it in order to appreciate it. That didn't mean it was easy. On the contrary, no, no, no. It takes a phenomenal amount of level to deny yourself your real feeling, the justification, the time delays. That takes a lot of strength of will, which you have in spades. And that's how Taurus can work against themselves, all right? So I'm glad to see you pull yourself out of that energy. Show me that Ace of Wands. It's no easy thing to look at that. It's no easy thing to recognize it, to acknowledge it. It took time. Let's see that Ace of Wands, please. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Yay, there you are. There you're doing. That's the Taurus thing right there. There's you being Taurus right there. Right. I don't know. I'm going to work through it. Good, there you go. That's great. I love that. I love that you pulled the Ace of Wands twice, baby. This has been with you a minute. I swear, honey, look at that retroactive energy from your past catching up to your present day. That some of you have been working through this on low-key levels for the past 2 years. You just didn't know it, right? Not until at some point, and I don't know when on your timeline, but some point on your timeline, and for some of you, you're still working through this because we're talking years. So for some of you, this hasn't been activated yet. That's how strong it is. But yeah, for some of you, you've been working towards this for the past 2 years. You wanted that brand new opportunity. And some of you are still in this active working phase. You haven't gotten there yet, but that's the prize. That's the goal. I want that opportunity, Christina. I want to feel passionate. I want to feel ignited. I want to spark. And you're bringing that into your 3D world. You said, I didn't always know. Okay, I didn't always know, truthfully. Two of Pentacles. Here's the thing. You're actively working through it. That's why I'm not upset with this, because it took you a minute. Like I said, makes sense, right? Two of Pentacles, you've been actively working through your Ace of Wands for a while. What that means, I don't know, to you. But it's kind of like when you're in that space of, I always say I want to do this and I never do it. Why? And when you start asking those questions and you start looking at your patterns, then you start to come up with solutions. And that's what I see you doing. You're literally working through your passions. And as you do that, no matter how big, no matter how small, it's influencing you in the good ways, in the right ways, to move forward, to open yourself up more. You're like, you know what? I can work through this. I can afford myself new opportunities. I can afford myself new energy. I can afford myself a new mental and emotional shift. It comes down to me and the work I'm willing to put into it. And the more you do that, the more you have that mentality, you get that positive feedback, and then you want more of it, right? It becomes addictive. I want more of this energy. I want more of this good feeling. I want to be the solution. I want to be that Ace of Wands, not just in my heart, but other people to see me this way as well. So you're getting feedback in both your spiritual as well as your 3D world. One is influencing the other in all the right ways. This is absolutely beautiful. What you're working through, I don't know, but it seems to be that you, first and foremost, are working for yourself. Which I don't get to see that for you too often. I'm getting thrilled. You not breaking your back to meet someone else's needs. You not breaking your back to meet someone else's responsibilities that you just assumed to take over. You not breaking your back to provide other people stability when you could be. I have never seen you so focused on yourself and goals. So it makes me wonder, how long were you putting yourself off? I don't even want to know. The thing is you're doing something about it now. I love this. I rarely get to see your singular energy not encumbered in some way. Be it family, friends, situation, places, circumstances, yada, yada, yada. I have never seen a Taurus work for themselves so much as I am today. I am so proud of you, honey. I am so fucking proud of you. Look at you. Gorgeous. So that Page of Cups, a little bit of heart space, that's fine. You're doing new things and you're just trying to keep your heart open towards it. That's all. I love it. I love it. Fleetwood Mac, baby. You can go your own way. Oh, yes, you can. I love that. It's a great song when you need a little pep, especially when you're driving in the car. You can go your own way. Yes. Yes, I can. So it's like, yes, I can go my own way. I'm free. I'm open. I love it. Show me that Page of Cups. I like the adventurous streak in you. I like the positivity in you. God, so goal-oriented. So turned on by life and what you're achieving. God, you're killing it. Show me that Page of Cups, please. And look where you came from. And oh, doesn't that just feel like coming home, right? And you get on your favorite pair of sweatpants and your slippers and you're like, I'm chill now. No more having to wear suits when I come home and pretending I'm happy with it. Nope. Yeah, that's great. Show me that Page of Cups, please. Stop it! Stop it! Shut up! Don't, I'm out! I'm out! Okay, I'm out! I'm retired! I'm retired! Taurus has a fantastic reading. I'm retired, bitch. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Bye. Bye. It's just, why are you here? Why are you here? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not even trying to exact. I'm not. I know I come across as dramatic, honey. I'm just terribly passionate. What do you want? I'm a triple Scorpio with double Aries. I'm passionate. I don't just make this shit up. I feel it as I go along. Your energy is just so fucking gorgeous, honey. I'm so happy for you. Oh my God. I love it. I don't know if you can tell. I love it. Honey, after I'm done with this, I'm going to have a little drink on you. There you go. Oh, Page of Cups. Hey, look at that. Look at that. You're not lying to yourself anymore. Remember that? Again, not an insult. That's just where you're coming from. And I can tell you where you were and who you are now are two different Tauruses. I know you had to learn things the hard way, particularly how you were manipulating your own heart to delay making a decision that was right for you for various reasons, most likely due to fear. That's not the case anymore. Look at you, honey. I don't know if this is activated yet. I do not know. I just know that your heart space, Page of Cups, You're willing to be vulnerable. What are you willing to be vulnerable to? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Which for Taurus, this is very normal. Page of Cups, just a little bit. Just a little bit. We'll just put it out there, see what happens. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Ace of Cups, King of Cups, Six of Cups. Oh, God. You have a huge heart space. I already told you that. I see it for you all the time. You know, and I hate it when Taurus takes advantage of their own heart. I really do. And that's when you pile on endless responsibilities. You know, it's some that aren't meant for you or to be for you or in your life. Oh, no. It's that huge heart in you that you feel more comfortable keeping way down there. But there's it is. It's glorious, honey. I can't quite tell what you're gravitating towards. That's what's interesting, because you have been marked multiple times with newness. Ace of Wands, now Ace of Cups. But with a Six of Cups and Lover's energy, this automatically implies soul bonds. So for some of you, it could go either direction. Either a brand new soul bond you have yet to meet, or it's a soul bond that you know that you are looking to express your heart to in a new way. So again, could be a brand new soul bond, or a pre-existing one that we can have an ace towards. It could swing in either direction at this point. I just know that you feel it. It's strong as hell. It beats in your heart ferociously, fiercely, with pride. It's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. You're freeing up so much of your energy so you can get out there and explore this, because it's more than exploration, honey. It almost looks like a plan on your part, to be honest. I mean, Taurus and planning. And it's like, again, the more you work through your own sense of freedom and your own sense of exploration for yourself, doing right by you, of course, this is how we are rewarded. We come to know our heart in its deepest corners and where it actually wants to go. So the more that you literally put yourself first, the better you understand the condition of your heart and where it should be, comparatively, again, from where it was coming from. You see the feedback loop? The healthy feedback loop. I don't want to explore the negative one. I can see where you came from. The point is that you're on the right track now. Okay, it's beautiful, honey. For some of you, this process has been ongoing, like I said, for the past 2 years, and for some of you, you're still working within that 2-year time frame. I can't quite tell. First, again, it's a little open-ended. Let's get to that Fool, please. Let's get to that Fool. It's solid. Your energy looks so solid in love and in self-interest, passion, ignition, where you want to take yourself now and into the future. I see you working diligently on this concept. You really want to make yourself in a position to be completely free, open, and available. So you are working like the dickens to make that happen, because there's something and possibly someone you want to attract. I do not know if you know them yet. Like I said, either of those situations could apply. Let's check out your Fool. Show me that Fool, please. Show me that Fool. Show me that Fool. Show me that Fool. Show me that Fool, please. Show me that Fool. Show me that Fool for Taurus. Show me that Fool, please, for Taurus. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. I see what happened. I see what happened. It did require you to walk away from something. Of course, we knew that. That's the direction it was headed in. And it seems to be directly related to this figure. Okay. Okay, like I said, these kind of things, as we were discussing chess and transformation, these things are not without sacrifice. You know this. I told you you're working diligently to free yourself. And the more you do so, the more you become individualized. Okay? We don't think in terms of abandonment. We think in terms of individualization and how powerful that is. You have become increasingly prepared to leave something behind that no longer serves you, clearly. When you walked away from it, as powerful, okay, as this person's love might have been, and literally could be Cancer or Capricorn, does not have to be. People like it when I call out the signs. But when we 8 of Cups emotionally detach from this person's chariot, their heart space, there's something in it we understood to be toxic. Okay? It might have been powerful love on their part, but that didn't mean it was good for you. That didn't mean it didn't take from you, or it was possibly dependent or codependent. So I don't deny the fierceness of this person's heart. And there's a reason they haven't let go. Part of them clings to you, so that automatically tells me to some extent the energy might be a little choking. Okay, might be a little choking. A little bit needy. on the emotional level. And like I said, that's a powerful thing, but then so too is the devil attached to it. Somebody powerfully but negatively moves their heart towards you in a space of dependence. Okay? They might have a little history of this, clinging to people like they're lifesavers instead of looking at their own life and moving forward in that particular direction. And I think that that was with you for a very long time. And you probably told yourself over and over again that you were okay with it. You were okay with it. You were okay with being somebody's lifeline and that it didn't hurt your heart at all. In fact, you had no opinion on the subject, that this was a lie. And I think it's one that you fed as long as you possibly could before you realized it could no longer serve you. And that it was likely coming from a bad place. False sense of emotional dependency, codependency, you name it. The point is somebody's love got taken to a bad place. And you haven't been able to emotionally attach to it for a long time. I think you kept it up as long as you could. But for you to work through your freedom now, as an independent, free-willed agent, and you understand this isn't good for you anymore. You haven't been wrapped up in this person's kind of emotional drama for a long time. And I do believe to some extent it's emotional drama. I'm not saying that they don't have a fierce heart, but when you walk around the world with that kind of fierceness of heart, but not understanding where it's coming from, out of fear of being left alone, fear of being left behind, fear of not being able to operate in this world without someone else. And that's the kind of energy I think you've been getting from this person for a very long time. It may not have started that way. Typically these things don't do that. But that doesn't mean they didn't end up in that way. There's a fierce attachment to you. I don't like it at all, and after a while you didn't either. It's like, am I really in love with this situation, or is it just a maintenance gig at this point? Why do I feel like I have no freedom? Why do I feel like I have no choice? How come I haven't felt an Ace of Wands in forever? Why am I not allowed to explore? Why am I not allowed to be myself? It was very choking. It feels that way. It feels like it was very choking. And there's only so much you can bear, honey. You cannot live the life of two people. And it really feels like they were clinging to you like a life raft to some extent. I'm not saying they didn't love you, but that doesn't mean the love wasn't coming from a good place. There are all different types of love. Some of them are negative. Okay. But in so doing, you having walked away from what felt like a toxic heart, a codependent, needy, unsatisfied, bottomless well of a heart, because it's fear. Some people you just can't love enough. Some people you just cannot reassure enough. There are some people who are so terribly insecure you can't make them secure no matter what you do, how you do it, how well you do it. You're not meant to be someone's life raft. You are not meant to be someone's safety pool. You're not meant to be someone's emotional safety net for what it is that they don't feel secure about. It's an impossible task. Parts of you realize this as you move forward. And you feel really, really good in your heart space. Where is it coming from? What it wants to attach to? Ace of Cups or the King of Cups? That he's saying, I'm open for business and love. I'll start out here, that's fine. But my intentions behind it are pure and good and healthy. You notice that? Healthy emotion, not healthy emotion. Healthy attachment, not healthy attachment. Something that allows you to be you. Something that does not allow you to be you. So your Fool had to really open up towards this, but more to the point, honey, open up towards yourself. Stop lying to yourself that your heart was fine. Okay. It wasn't it, and that wasn't you. Did you have a part to play in it? I'm sure, to some extent. The thing about codependency is But that's how people get caught up in it. It doesn't look like this at first. No. It doesn't. That takes time, like I said. It takes time, and it took you time to recognize this. Okay. I'm going to try to spend as little time on this as possible. It's no disrespect to the person. It's simply that you have made up your mind energetically, so I don't want to visit them too much. I really don't. There they are. You've walked away from them. And all they're telling me, they know they should move on but can't. Or they would like to move towards you and feel that they can't. Yeah, well, it's like Elvis has left the building. And it's kind of clear to me that They're not supposed to approach you anymore. I don't know how long it took to disentangle from this, and that's why I think some of you are still working on it. But when you understand this isn't about you, and that this is not a representation of you, that's when things really start to take off, yeah? Okay. Show me this person's chariot, please. Show me this person's chariot. Show me this person's chariot. Show me this person's chariot, please. Show me this person's chariot. Show me this person's chariot, please. Okay. They're not very honest with themselves about several things. Okay. Kind of like you did your bit over here, and it was to kind of like match their energy and to continue to stay or find justification to stay in this person's energy, even though it wasn't emotionally satisfying, more to the point, emotionally healthy for you. If you have to lie to yourself regarding your own feelings because you're in someone else's proximity who says they need you, this is not healthy. We've discussed this. I repeat myself a lot and for a reason, and I can tell you why. This person simply, they say they love you, they're not being honest with themselves. Now, do I believe they love you to some extent? Yes. Is it healthy? No. Here's the problem. There is something here regarding their energy where they don't even believe themselves. It's kind of like the Knight of Wands, passion, okay? Energy, intensity, momentum, the fastest knight. The Seven of Swords, sneaking away. Our thoughts, our private thoughts. Sometimes these are the little lies we tell ourselves. Okay. But typically how they affect other people is, I'm not going to address that. I'm going to sidestep that issue. I'm not going to address it. I'm going to act blind and dumb, like I don't know what's up. There's something here about this person's energy where they seem to lie to themselves and by extension lie to you, that their energy is still in it for the right reasons. It's a lie. I think they just don't know where else to go. They kind of attach themselves to you. And if it is coming from an unhealthy space of codependency, they're going to tell themselves what they need to tell themselves in order to keep it going. They actually don't have the energy for this connection the way that they tell themselves that they should. There is this insistence here that I have good energy for this, I have healthy energy for this, and I'm passionate for this, for you, for us. This is also a lie. This is something they've told themselves in order to keep moving in a particular direction that has you as their end goal. They don't really believe it themselves, and that's not good. This is what we call energy contradiction. My energy is positive, but it's coming from a lie. But this is what I need you to see. I need you to see this, and I need you to believe it, and then maybe I can believe it too. So that's not good. That's energy contradiction and a willful blindness. In other words, they have no clue that their energy's like this. I'm all for this. I'm all for this connection. I'm all for Taurus. I got passion for Taurus. I got love for Taurus. Yeah, I totally believe that. Please believe that, Taurus, so I can move towards you again. Please believe that, Taurus, so I can move towards you again. Yeah, you've cottoned on to it. They might even use a certain level of energy to try to be enticing, but again, they don't mean it. It's kind of like, I want to get back in a position where I can move towards you again. And they seem to know that their energy is not welcome. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. We don't like that. Or there's a lack of sincerity around the concept of passion, which you have shown me a couple times, even to your own surprise and your own discovery, is actually quite important to you. So that tells me, again, it was something that you felt you had to lie about in regards to this connection. Okay, my passion's not important to me. Look at you go. When you start putting that work into yourself and you actually allow yourself to believe that the Ace of Wands is for you, you come to find, or rediscover, I should say, how important it is to you compared to someone who believes it's not as important. So that tells me you played along with this lie and or dynamic for some time. All right, keep her moving. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. Well, it's a beautiful Thursday. Thursday morning. Show me that Nine of Swords. I'm just so terribly curious. Like, what have you been working on, bruh? What have you been working on? Like, I want to see. Does it have a projected end date? Like, I don't know. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. Show me that Nine of Swords. Show me that Nine of Swords. Show me that Nine of Swords, please, for Taurus. Oh, I'm sorry, your person. That's stress, no matter how you slice it. It's stress. Show me that Nine of Swords. Page of Swords. They have a very immature idea of what healing is. I got it. Nine of Swords. It's kind of like if they would just work it out with me, all my stress would go away. They really are looking at you because, again, they feel stuck. They want to move towards you. They know their energy is not welcome. They know they should move on, but they're not in a position to do that, not like you did. They don't see it as a freedom concept. They see it as a threat of being on their own. Again, never a healthy construct. If you cannot be comfortable with you, you will never truly feel secure in a relationship. It's the exact opposite. Too many people get in relationships saying, oh, I finally feel secure. Baby, you should already feel like a secure, single individual. Okay? You should already feel complete before you try to partner up with someone else. And I don't know that this person has a mature concept of healing or love expression. They are looking at you kind of like, oh, I hope Taurus comes back and expresses themselves to me. Specifically, they want you to express your sincerity to heal, but their energy is looking at you to do it. In other words, the fact that you haven't is stressing them out. So again, I don't want to linger here too much. It's not your responsibility. It is not. Again, you are not somebody's life raft. You are not their compass. You are meant to be a partner. And not somebody's anchor for their insecurities. That's not what love is. That's not what love. It's a weird sort of dynamic that suggests dictatorship, that's low-key, codependency that's not healthy, immaturity. It is immature. It's immature for this person to look at you and say, Taurus, come back to me and say all the right things, and you're not, and it's stressing them out. They don't seem to understand how much they're lying to themselves. They are literally looking at you like their love object that they cannot live without, and you're the reason, by the way, they can't move forward. No, moving forward is a choice, and it's a conscious choice. This person doesn't want to make that conscious choice. They also don't want to level up to understand where their love energy was coming from, so the odds of them repeating this in another dynamic is way high. But again, I don't want to focus on that anymore. I just want to give you the background that the reason when you fully separated, or you are on the precipice of fully separating, you seem to understand these concepts. And that the love construct you experience with this person, while it might have started out in a good way, did not end up in a good one. Okay? It's choking, it's cloying. I'm sure that there were control issues involved here. You have such a huge emphasis on the Ace of Wands. It strongly makes me believe you were not allowed to explore those things that made you happy, or take your time with them, or really allow you to open up to you. And again, in healthy relationships, you should be able to do that. I strongly suspect you've been neglecting yourself for years, and this person did not encourage you to grow. It would not behoove them if you grew. You understand? When somebody's that codependent and emotionally latched onto someone, they don't want you to grow, because then they might realize what your self-worth, self-value is, and then you might surpass them, which I think you did. Show me that Four of Pentacles, please. Holding on, holding back, holding on, holding back. Bit stubborn. Bit stubborn there. Show me that Four of Pentacles, please. Show me that Four of Pentacles, please. Show me that Four of Pentacles, please. Five of Wands. Yeah, angry. Angry. Death. Eight of Pentacles. They have energetically possibly some kickback in the 3D world. If that hasn't happened yet, it might in the future. Especially if you have not finalized the process back here. Okay. They're angry and they're holding on. They strongly disagree with the ending. And they keep insisting they want to work through it in the 3D. But without the energetic understanding of where their love is coming from, why it is unhealthy at all, why it feels clingy, codependent, and slightly choking, possibly even a little bit I'm going to try to control this situation, you or us. And so they lie to themselves about their feelings, specifically their passion. It's interesting because they don't believe it. I feel like this is that person who has very strong feelings but tends to turn down anything that feels too strongly. Okay, because that means they can't control it. Therefore, they can't control you. Because you're showing me such a huge emphasis. I got to work on through the stuff that makes sense to me and feels good to me. And it's new, it's passionate, it's exciting, it's fun, it's hot. It makes me feel alive. It turns me on. They have such a huge anti-version of that. Like, yeah, I want those things too, Taurus, totally. I don't think they do at all. I don't. I think that's one of the ways in which they control you. I do. God forbid you take any time to yourself to explore who you are as a person without their control or say. This is really negative, so I don't want to keep focusing on it. I'm more interested in this piece, the soul bond that you seem to be gravitating towards. I think this is done. For them it isn't. And they're the ones now who have been marked with death. Strongly in opposition to it. They oppose the ending. So expect some kickback there, possibly some argument. And they keep demanding one thing. We can work through it. We can work through it. You already seem to know this is not true. You have come to that conclusion that this is better left alone. You're not arguing. You're not fighting. That's very against the Taurian policy. It takes a lot to piss you off. It really does. So I see this as being non-reactive and very you. I just see you doing what you do. I'm out. This isn't for me anymore. Easier said than done, I understand. It took you a long time to get there. But you got there. And now you're being the fool. Ace of Wands, look at your energy explode. This person's angry, pissed off. They contest the ending. They feel like they can fight it off and therefore fight with you. So that's always good. Hate's always attractive. Right? I'm going to be angry and just hate you and hate you and hate you and hate you and hate you. Love me. And I hate you and I hate you and I hate you. Love me, Taurus. I hate you. Love me. See what I'm saying? I don't know what this person's origin story is. I don't like it. I'm not going to go into it. They have a very strong idea, but also wrongful idea of what constitutes working through something. Their immature energy looks at you to relieve their stress. Taurus, come back around, express some love, and we can heal, and we can work through this. I strongly, strongly disagree with the ending, Taurus. So no, they haven't moved on. They know they should, but they won't. And they want to move towards you, but they know they're not welcome. So in between, it looks like you get a bunch of angry, frustrating bullshit from someone who it looks like you have chosen to completely exit or just ignore. Okay. You're so interested in other things. 100%, that's the way it should be. So again, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I'm not seeing shared so much as your strong sense of freedom of self. I do have a lover's connection here. There's more of that ending that, it's so interesting. The heaviest concepts. This is why I think some of you have not completed this process or fully entered it, because so much of the future timeline suggests that it's not fully over yet. Eight of Cups from that Chariot. They had the Chariot. They also had Death. Death is over here. All that's in future orientation. When you begin to radically shift, and this is true for most people, when we radically start to shift our energy, thus our goals, it begins to show in the 3D world. So the more, it's almost like you're being defined, but you're not being defined, honey. You're giving yourself the time, energy, and attention that you haven't for a long time. And it's beautiful. I have not seen so much powerful, singular, I make my own decisions, I'm my own man, I am my own woman, energy in a long time. I want to tell you, Jupiter, for some of y'all, this next year, in your sign, shit. Kicking it off. Goodness. And I love it. I love it, honey. I love it. I love it when the collective, any collective shifts this drastically, this powerfully, this it shows. The collective shows me. I don't tell you, you tell me. That's how this works. I don't dictate shit. So for people who tune into tarot, oh, what's going on for me this week? No, no, no. You tell me what's going on for your week. You make the decisions, not me. It's either a powerful movement within you to do what you need to do, to take care of thyself, to love thyself, to honor thyself, to honor thy goals in this life, to understand for yourself what love is and isn't, and to correct the situation, correct the course as you see fit. And when you do, boom, look how the universe rewards you. You have, it's like somebody broke the dam on your energy, and it's gorgeous. That dam needed to break. Okay, I think you've been held back emotionally for years. I think you have been emotionally stunted for, I don't know. I'm just saying the way you're powerfully making up for it tells me how much you have not been getting and how bad the place was you were coming from. But so much of the real 3D, this is done energy is future oriented. So that's why I say many of you are back here. We're just now in a position where, okay, anyway, very interesting. I could unravel this. Given judgment with the Hanged Man, I could do a backstory. I can't, I won't. We still got to be conscientious of the time. But I think it's fascinating. Show me the Lovers, please. It's shared. Should I start with my Pentacles? No. All right, we'll start here with the Lovers. Show me this, show me this, show me this. Show me the Lovers, please. Show me the Lovers, please. Show me that Lovers, please. Show me the Lovers, please. 6 of Pentacles, the balance. Yeah, it's one of the secrets you don't know. Sorry, I had to pay attention because it was the same Knight of Wands. The same Knight of Wands that they say they have but actually reject because they try not to put an emphasis on passion, because if they did, it would mean some sort of drive forward and goal orientation that takes attention away from them. They don't know. Of course they don't fucking know. Why would they? It's the moon. So this is somebody who lies on the upfront, okay, about their drives and their passions and their motivations, but doesn't actually do anything with it. Because again, fire says change. Fire says radical change. And the fact that you're hitting that Ace of Wands so damn hard, but also in the 3D suggests this is the thing you have been deprived of. Connected to somebody who says, oh, we're going to do those things and we're going to explore and we're going to be open to life, and they never do. That's because they know to some extent in that codependent energy that they have that is clingy, possibly bossy and or narcissistic. I rarely use that word, so when I do, I mean it. That's because people misuse it. They don't really know what it means. When I see something like this person lies to themselves a great deal, therefore to you. So fire denotes change always, and sometimes it can be radical, it can be swift, but it's also intense, passionate, direction-oriented, trailblazing, and it denotes new. This person doesn't like to change up the dynamic, and it's kind of like they were hoping that you would never discover or rediscover your Ace of Wands energy, and the thing is that you are. And this is the thing that this person likes to keep things in a certain way, in a certain pace, and then their upfront energy lies and says, oh yeah, no, I'm totally all about that, and they fail to live it. You see what I'm saying? I know where it comes from. I find it so frustrating and so sad. This person doesn't really know who they are. They think they know who they are in proximation to you, and that's why they're so angry. It's like, Taurus, I would be fine if you would just get back on board with what we were doing. And what you were doing was not satisfactory. You know this. I'm upset because of you. No, honey, you're upset because of you. They don't... I think this person has a very hard time, for some reason, understanding what their love drives are, where it comes from, how it's being motivated. And because they fear proper love connections, because they fear proper healing, it's kind of like they made sure you lived in that world for a while, too. Show me that Lovers, please. 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 8 of Wands. Oh. Okay. Oh. When did that happen? 4 of Cups, the World, 8 of Wands. I'm going to see that 9 of Pentacles real quick, and then I'll get back to that. Show me that 9 of Pentacles, please. You're expressing deep disappointment to someone who has the cycle crossed over them, but you're actively expressing, so it's not passive at all. Show me this 9 of Pentacles, please. Perhaps they literally are Gemini. Show me that 9 of Pentacles, please. Because you're literally saying, I'm sorry, this didn't work out. I'm deeply disappointed by it. I didn't like the love I was getting or receiving, and I don't think you know what love is. Ooh. Ooh, show me that Nine of Pentacles, please. Perhaps you really did believe it was a lover's connection. I don't know. Show me that Nine of Pentacles, please. Ace of Cups, there it is again. The Hermit. You already know what you want, honey. You made up your mind. It's here on your midline. You reflected it. I knew that Nine of Pentacles with you. That didn't even cross my mind that it wasn't. I knew it was you. And there it is again with the Ace of Cups. You know exactly what you want. I think you even have an idea of who you want. Your heart is so strongly open to somebody who denotes the Six of Cups, and I first thought it was this Lovers over here. Nay, nay, I was wrong. You hear me say it. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. They're not always automatically connected, especially if it's a false connection. So with that Lovers construct, we can absolutely convince ourselves that that person's our lover, they're our lifetime, they're our major spiritual connection for this life and the next. And you're starting to say, no, I told you, didn't I? And you can find it somewhere. And I said it might have started out strong, didn't it? I said that a couple times. It started out strong until it didn't. That's how it was for you, wasn't it? It started out strong with this person. The match seemed seamless. You two might have felt like you were always here. And perhaps, like I said, it started out that way. But somebody's true source, okay, when we tend to meet people and connect with them, we tend to show our best selves, our best cup, our best mind. But over time, if somebody has a poor background space for heart, if somebody has a poor background space regarding passions and intentions, it's eventually going to show. Okay, so I think you had a connection here that at first, however long ago that was, I don't know. I just know it was years ago to some extent. It looked seamless on the upfront. Oh, this person's made for me. Here we are. We're harmonizing. We're like here. We're like here. We're equals. We're equals. I have a strong feeling this person's compassionate, but not exactly passionate. I think that this person has strong convictions of feelings, but without understanding where they're coming from. And I think that that attracted you. There was a seamlessness that made you feel like you two were completely compatible, and that's why you're showing me deep disappointment. I really thought it was this. It turned out to be this. You're saying you're cycling it, and you're communicating it, like you're leaving no room for question. You're talking to yourself about it. You might be talking to family and friends about it, and at some point you will talk to them about it. I am deeply disappointed. You and I started out like lovers, like absolute rock stars. This is where we are. You take your love to a weird dependent space where I always feel like I'm subject to your rules. You're always looking at me to save you in some way, to make you feel good about you. That's not love. So that's impressive. That is impressive. At first I was trying to attach these two. It's not. Your Ace of Cups is still here. Okay. Under your own free independent will. That Fool. The Ace of Wands. Yeah? You see how it's building? You might have some Virgo as well as Leo in your chart. Those are two major players here. Very strong energies when combined. The strength to heal. The strength to know thyself. The strength to look at the path you're on, where it has been and why, and what has led you up to this point. So he's the heavyweight champion in healing. He takes a little while, as we've said, to get to where he needs to be, but that's because he's thorough. He uses his lantern to look at everything. So you have been actively looking at your pathway and everything that has led you up to this point, and then somewhere in this process you understood the strength of your own heart and where its pure intentions are. You are living for you. Not this. I don't know when you cut this off. I can't tell. I really can't tell. I just know it starts with you first, as all things do, and better understanding your energy. And then there's something about this. We are critically looking at it. When you and I met, it was smooth, flawless, easy. Easy is a big word. It was easy. Everything seemed to match. It was that kind of serendipity energy where everything just kind of synchronized easily. It was super easy. That's why you were attracted to it. It was so easy. It felt easy. It seemed like it was the obvious choice. Oh, it was the obvious choice. It was the clear choice. Oh, it was the clear choice. You said it was the clear choice. That's how easy it was. That's how smooth it was. You didn't even question it. Everything seemed to line up just so. And then over time, it proved to be your biggest disappointment. You really thought this was your long-term attachment. This was your long-term spiritual guide in this life. I understand. We seem to know now that's not the case. And you are speaking unto that particular cycle. It's over. I'm massively disappointed. How you and I started is nowhere near where we ended up. I see the true love of this now, and it's not what I want. Huge emphasis on you. So there's your Ace of Cups. It's still rocking. King of Cups, Six of Cups. I still have yet to see that Six of Cups figure. I really thought it was them. It wasn't. It's you closing out what you thought was your kind of supreme connection. Turns out it wasn't. They couldn't sustain that easy, smooth energy over time, right? Sooner or later, who they really were was coming through and dominating everything, including you. That's why you're showing me such a strong emphasis on yourself, as you should. All things begin with you. Show me death. Show me death, please. Show me death. Show me death. Show me death, please. If you show me the Lovers on the death, I'm going to laugh. And I'll tell you why. But hold on. Show me death, please. Show me death, please. Show me death, please. Show me death. Show me death. Show me death. Show me death, please. Show me death, please. But it should be attached to them, I believe. Nine of Cups. Justice. Temperance. With the finalization of this is amazing. You see how what they resist frees you. Transformation is either a beautiful thing or it's terrifying for someone who doesn't want to change. They see death and ending transformation as a threat. You see it as your freedom. That's beautiful. Oh, God, that's beautiful. Oh, two different interpretations of death. One is the one everyone fears and they try to defy at all odds. They never win. They just delay the change. They want to delay the change. They're not accepting. They're actively fighting it, insisting we can work things out. I don't know, honey. If I were you, it's up to you if you want to engage in that or not. I see you have turned your back on this, and it looks pretty finalized through my eyes. But if you choose to entertain it, entertain them, their arguments, their push to work out things with you, that's entirely on you. I think it's best left cut because their energy is so negative and willing to lie to itself, therefore lie to you, to say what it needs to say to keep its panic grip on you. And that's what the death is. That's what that Four of Pentacles is. That's what that devil is, excuse me, in the Four of Pentacles. I know they have a big heart, but they don't want to move on. They want to keep this, and you want growth. It's like you remembered your growth rather than the absence of it, and you're making up for it double time. It's like love should not feel like this. It should not look like this. You're right. And you seem to have cottoned on to the idea that everything begins with the self, with a lot of conviction. So you're showing me a different version of death. It's like in this, and you seem to appreciate death for what it truly is. You might have some Scorpio on your chart. You seem to appreciate death for what it really is. It means my freedom. It means Nine of Cups. This is individual happiness, wish fulfillment. In this death, you transform into a beautiful creature. One that has or remembers who they are, what they're about, and what they're not about. You are really giving yourself clean slate energy here. I've been blown away with your energy today. I am so happy for you. I have never seen the Taurian power structure this strong as I have today, and I didn't pull your power card once. Not once. Which is interesting to me, because the Hierophant is very strong spiritual energy, very strong. Very strong spiritual energy. And therefore, he has the biggest catch. He can get in his own way. You haven't allowed that once. You're using everything under the sun except your Hierophant. You've used your Leo, you've used your Virgo, you've used your, who knows, your Libra, you've used your Sag, you've used everything except your Hierophant's energy, which is wild. It's like, am I even looking at Taurus today? And you're like, kind of, but a transformed version. And I'm like, hell yes, I'm living for it, honey. Look at you. Do you have any idea what strength it takes to admit something like this? When it was so smooth, so easy. It was an easy choice. I kept hearing it was the easy choice. It was the clear choice to make, that kind of thing. To admit to yourself, I'm disappointed by this, and I have been for a long time. That's a huge admission. That is a powerful admission, and it was freeing. It was so freeing. And once, it's almost like when you spoke the words, you understood how true they were. You understood how powerful they were. And then, boom, look at you. You're like, yes, bitch. Yes. Freedom looks good on me. Yes, it does. Freedom looks so good on you. Look at that. And it provokes your heart space in all the beautiful ways. And you said, this is what my heart really is. Not this sticky, icky, codependent crap where one person always looks at me to fix everything and make it right and make them feel good about themselves. I feel like I'm drowning. I feel like I'm choking, and that's not who I am, and that's not the love I wanted. I thought it was this. I was wrong, and I got the balls to admit it. Time to move forward. Time to move forward unto new. I was hoping I'd pick up more on the Six of Cups energy, because that's what you seem to be opening your heart towards. So you either deeply desire a soul bond. So the Six of Cups, I think it's been a minute since I've talked to you about it. That is a soul bond energy in that respect of you and I have unique memories. We have unique emotions. We've known each other over a long period of time. It cannot be replicated. It cannot be duplicated. It has a particular energetic signature between two people. You can't just go and pick it up anywhere. It has the implication of time attached to it, sweet knowings, sweet understandings. But then you're also saying new. So again, I don't know if this is a new soul bond or if it's a soul bond you already know and that you want to experience newness with, a fullness of heart with. I don't know. I don't know, but it seems to be there. And you feel really good about it. So again, that's that Taurian energy that once you feel good about you, your confidence goes through and you can see it. It's quite visible. So in that respect, you seem to have made up not your mind so much as your heart. That's where you seem to have no confusion at all. None whatsoever. I just know that when you activate it, you feel really damn good about it. It's like, this is the best representation of me and my true understanding of what love is to me. Beautiful. And then that death that they fight, that they are so opposed to, that they refuse to let you go, another representation, perfect example of their devil energy attached to the heart. Even though this is dead and I'm looking at it with Taurus, I refuse to accept it. I'm going to hold on to it and I'm going to blame Taurus now that I'm upset and unhappy. Again, that's devil energy. You know this. And death for you literally says freedom, balance, reciprocity, and truth to thyself. What it means to you. True happiness. You showed me the best of the nines. You showed me the best of their strength qualities. And I love this so much. Okay. Oh, I had no idea it was over an hour. I'm so sorry. I told myself we're going to keep it to an hour. I'd love to know more of this, but it either rings true for you or it doesn't. You will know your Six of Cups in time. Who they are. Your heart already has a strong imprint, I believe, of who that person is, but they still are marked with new and fullness of energy towards it. So when it comes in, I don't know. For some of you, I don't know. You're showing me such dominant energy. It's brilliant. Some of you are showing me summer. Some of you are showing me fall. For others of you who haven't completed your judgment call yet, so I can't really tell where you guys are on the timeline. I don't know, but I love this. I really, really do. It's so brilliant. It's so bold. It's so beautiful. Yeah, like I said, heavy, heavy, heavy Cancer energy here. So for some of you, your person is Cancer. That is no disrespect to Cancer. Everybody, all signs have pros and cons. That's for some of you, that Cancer energy, has not done well. Okay. And some of you might have some very strong Cancer in your chart. The great white shark is upside down. Scorpio energy, but reversed. Lack of pursuit, giving up, no longer have strong indication or strong motivation to go towards something anymore. You stop swimming in a particular direction. The infinity loop, a lot of that energy that suggests you do want an infinite kind of connection, one that's actually healthy and perpetuates itself because it was made for you. Not that this is a loop that did not play out because it wasn't a soul bond, come to find out. Okay, the Eiffel Tower. For some of you, the Eiffel Tower has particularly strong significance, some sort of confirmation. Perhaps you do live in Paris, France. Hello, if that's you. For others of you, it's a place you've always wanted to go, you aspire to, or that is in your own way your Ace of Wands, something that you can construct in reality that has strength behind it, i.e. you, showing yourself the best of your love, the best of your... You have such a huge heart, honey. You always do, and I'm glad to see it's moving in the right direction. Bats, for some of you, confirmation of the bats. You see bats fairly often. There might be a prominent image of the bat. You might live in a place that has high population of bats, such as I do. Okay. But yes, also honing in on the mate. So the bat, as we know, has unique sonar, and that's how they find whatever it is that they're looking for, particularly in their mates. There you go. Really honing in on that. It's a special, unique ability, and again, it has the implication of soul bond. Okay. See, I can talk fast when I want to. Libra. One of the exiting energies might be Cancer or Libra. U-L-E-H, crab, again, sign of Cancer. And the deer, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, timidity, shyness, earthbound creature, vulnerable, shy, skittish, but that's okay. That's okay. There's a shyness in there. I can't quite get it. Okay. Okay. Anything else here to... maybe not. It's a little bit over time. Just a little bit. Worth it. Worth it. Worth it. I don't... Do we need to do time checks, though? I feel like it's across the board for so many of you. I can't. You have so many powerful references throughout your reading, and most of it comes from that individualized energy, which you cannot put a price on. So it's... I really can't tell. I see summer. I see fall. There's so much beautiful... privileged lady for some of you. The privileged lady... This could be someone who is like a single female and who is well-to-do. Or if it's negative, like that, then that is someone who is used to being taken care of and having their needs met, but is not generous, you know, selfish, uncaring. But in the upright, it's someone who is all those things, but in the good way. But denotes, you know, single, free, well-to-do female. For some of you, the 12th is important. Sixteenth, for some of you, we have thoughts, possibly, okay. We have thoughts about somebody who might represent that energy. So this is where the artist is in contemplation of someone's energy who is beautiful. We can see their face. We can replicate it in our mind's eye very strongly. So for some of you, this person represents that energy. Someone who, it could be that Six of Cups, honey. Someone whom we contemplate a great deal in our heart. And then 39. So number 39. Community, the Ten of Pentacles energy. So it might be somebody who is well within your proximity. It could be someone who is well within your proximity, someone who shares your Ten of Pentacles value, but more to the point, your kind of living structure, such as city, state, that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, there's two different energies here. Yeah. The mature woman. I have a youthful feminine energy and an older feminine energy. Six, for some of you, might be important. The 27th, gift and unexpected income. Yeah, some of you are going to be prosperous this year, as we've discussed. That's not a surprise at all. For some of you, you are upcoming in terms of accolades, gift-giving, recognition, some of that Six of Wands energy, good job, Taurus, that kind of thing. Some of you have moved up in rank and or promotion fairly recently, or you're on the precipice of it. For some of you, you're going to have some unexpected generated income. Lucky source, 27 for some of you are going to be a power number this year. And also keep an eye around the 27th. And then 17th, there might be some sort of gift exchange, not on the 17th, but in the general sense, there could be some sort of gift giving here. Unexpected income, an unexpected raise, promotion, that kind of thing. Okay. I think that's about it, guys. I really don't want to do time checks. And I'll tell you why. There's so much power energy here. I told you, I can't quite peg it down. If I could, I would tell you. I tend to be very honest about these things. But given that some of you, your judgment is still in active mode, Many of you are still in this place of understanding how long you've been lying to your heart about love energy, what's healthy, what isn't. And I understand why, the background of where you came from. For some of you, this is really dragging out the process. For others of you, you just now started finalizing it. Others of you just now begun to enter it. And I told you I saw a couple years attached to this. So I don't know where you are. I don't. And given all the major arcanas here today, for some of you, you're a little bit everywhere. You've just started this process, and to exit's going to take time. And it started this year, as Jupiter entered Taurus. For others of you, this is something that started a couple years ago, and you're now in the final stages of self-empowerment, loving yourself, honoring yourself, your wishes, wants, all that good stuff, and entering into the union that you so desire from your heart. Okay? I don't know. But if you have already gone through this, and you have met that new Ace of Cups, you have been experiencing your Ace of Wands and your Fool energy, and you have completely cut ties with this, then you put in the comments as you see fit to encourage your fellow Taurians who might have just now started this process. I would love that. That's the whole point of sharing, you guys. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what am I going to call. What am I going to call your video? I don't know. I don't know. I'm so excited. I haven't seen something. I just have it. Oh, this is great. This is so great. You guys, I'll see you in a couple weeks. I think the next round, yes, the next round will be Intimate Tarot. I'd like to pick up a little bit more on your Ace of Wands, but for very different reasons. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I hope I tune into the same group of Tauruses. I'm really curious about your Ace of Wands, just in a different context. Okay, you guys, I'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care. Be well.